Yo, what's good, my fellow Maverick Slayers? It's your boy X, and yeah, today we're gonna be starting to play Mega Man X6. So here we go. We gotta lock in because this game's hard. Mega Man X, Episode 6. 3 weeks ago, Space Colony Eurasia was taken over by Sigma. Sigma hired a mysterious Reploid named Dynamo. Dynamo led Eurasia into orbit toward the Earth, thus beginning the tragic Earth crisis. Maverick Hunter, Zero, taking the Earth's destiny into his own hands. One Reploid made a crash against the furious space colony. It was a successful attack and the space colony was destroyed. But although the Earth was saved, the huge explosion seriously damaged it. As for the battle against Sigma, X and Zero defeated Sigma, narrowly escaped with their lives. However, only one could return from battle, a blue light, X, still gripping a familiar saber in his hand. 3 weeks later at present, there is so much pollution on the ruined Earth from the explosion that the Reploids can barely work. And a man is... Mega Man X6. I like this game, alright? I like this game. So yeah, let's start a new game. Like, what happened? So this is Gate. He's gonna be one of the main antagonists throughout X6. Gate's like, what happened? I heard they avoided the collision. But they might as well have failed. And Gate says, and for this, we should be thankful? This is not all. Something else is going to happen. I feel uneasy. What is this? This is... debris, but what from? Was there any violent battle here? I wonder how many people and Reploids were sacrificed. Wait, this is... 1 week later. It's like, it's finally done. It's like, I'm going mad, and it is so liberating. No, the plan has only just begun. I'm going to bring back all low-grade Reploids into submission. Those too simple to understand my work. I'll build an ideal world only for Reploids. A wonderful world where I control everything. And it's like, X? It's a flashback of Zero. He's like, wake up, X. Now you're the only one. There's no one else left. There's no one else left to fight. Wait, get up now, X. Ilia's like, X? X! A giant maverick is acting up! Wake up! Alias like, I'll send the detailed info later. You rush to the scene. X is just woken up, bro. I love this game. When Alias like, most of the mechanoloids became Mavericks. It's been a long time. Stay alert, X. And X says, I'll be fine since I have the Falcon armor and the Sea Saber. And Alias like, since I fixed the Falcon armor very quickly, the dash function is incomplete. Alright. Anyway, I will stop the mechanoloids. Okay. Go to the entrance of the ruins ahead. What I love about the song, dude, is this part right here. You gotta listen to this part. This part right here. Listen to it. Ah, damn, we're playing... Ah, damn, it's a European version. Ah, damn, even though we have the English version, it has the overseas soundtrack. Damn. Dude, I prefer how the American version of the soundtrack has the guitar on it. But oh well, you can't ask for perfection, can you? Okay, so then. On the Legacy Collection, you have to answer alias calls with R3, basically clicking the right joystick. It says, if the Buster fails, use the Z Saber. And X is like, yes, it's time to ask for Zero's powers. Come on. Okay, so a fun fact about... So you know how Zero in my X4 playthrough can Saber Dash cancel? Well, X can do the same in this game, look. You have to both. So it kind of requires a bit of mastering, but like, it's not that hard. I still think X6 is underrated and overhated to this day. X6 might as well just be the most overhated game in the whole franchise. Damn. And then here's some Maverick Hunters. X is like, there you are. Are you all okay? I mean, it's like, are you all okay? And the Maverick Hunters say, beyond here is a giant mechanoid. It's suddenly activated due to a radio wave problem. We're afraid and we got hurt. And X is like, I'll take care of this. Return to the Hunter base. And the Hunters say, okay. It acts like it's possessed. Be careful, X. Alright. Come on, don't fear, because X is here. Alright, I gotta stop with that joke, because this game is actually kind of tricky in some parts. So I might have to lock in. That's the intro boss. I think his name was like, I think it was E1000 or something. I forgot its name. I think it was something like that. Yeah, well, yeah, in X6, just like X5, we can crouch. We can crouch, just like in X5. Okay, so what I want to do is, like, I'm trying to probably hit the eye, because that's what will... Yep, there you go. Wait. Damn it. Yep, there we go. Got cooked. It got cooked. Let's go. We did it. Yeah, you saw that. You see that purple thing that just slashed that? Yeah, that's the Nightmare Zero. I'll explain what the Nightmare is. But before that, we have something else to deal with. And Neil's like, was that Zero? But here's a warning, because we're about to be facing against one of the worst bosses. Fortunately, this one is kind of scripted, but it's still hard. And then, yeah, this mysterious, like, Black Maverick says, I knew Zero was doing this. And X is like, who are you? And he's like, my name is Hi Max. I am called. He's like, I'm investigating the Zero Nightmare. And X is like, what? Did you say Zero Nightmare? And Hi Max is like, What are you trying to do? What is your connection to the Zero Nightmare? Okay, so I'll explain it. So Hymax is the guy they see at, like, the upper right at the wallpaper, and Gate's the guy they see at the lower right on the wallpaper, the purple one. X is like, what about Zero? Are you behind this? And Hymax says, you're dangerous. I'll dispose of you. This music goes hard, but this thing is kind of bullshit. So don't even. You can try your best, but dude, its attacks are punishing. So that's why I play on Rookie Hunter mode. Especially for this game, you're kinda gonna need it. And by kinda, I mean definitely. Oh well, got him. And Hymax says, Maverick Hunter, not amazing. We will destroy the Zero Nightmare. You are not wanted here. Keep out. And X says, I couldn't inflict any damage on him. Hymax, the Zero Nightmare? Did I dream about Zero? What is happening? Yeah, defeated 12 Mavericks to only received like 1 damage, and I got a D on this mission. Alright. Okay, to save. Let me save on this old file, because it's not even a good one. And this is Isaac. He's a bit of a minor antagonist throughout X6. You never get to fight him, though. But he's a bit more important when we play Zero. He's like, attention, all Reploids on Earth. Isaac says, as you all know, these are chaotic, disturbing times. Says, the nightmare is upon us. It shows Reploids a kind of dream for human beings. No, it's a nightmare. The nightmare makes Reploids confused. In the worst case, they may malfunction or delete themselves. Due to the space colony incident, there are few Reploids or humans left on the Earth. And Isaac says, we won't accept sacrifice anymore. He says, this will bring us to the Earth crisis. Taking the matter seriously, we have sent investigators to the 8 suspected areas. To uncover the mystery of this nightmare phenomena. It's said that the nightmare phenomena are caused by a ghost of Zero, known as a Special A Maverick Hunter. And X says, what? What are you talking about? And Ellie's like, wait, X, let him finish his story. X is like, and Isaac says, now, I like to call them volunteers. Unite with us and help our... He's like, unite with us and help our cause. Work for these 8 investigators. Our goal is to wipe out the nightmare. It's to delete Zero's ghost. Come together for our future. Then Isaac says, this Hymax will lead the mission. Isoc says, we guarantee your safety if you join us. Says both Maverick Hunters and Reploids now suffer. Isoc says, let's preserve our future together. We're waiting for you, everyone. And it's just like, how dare he? He's talking about Zero in such a disgraceful way. It's just like, Zero gave his life to save all of us. And Elia says, it can't be helped now. And Elia says, actually, we saw the Nightmare too, shaped as Zero. So now we also need to investigate what the Nightmare is. For now, leave Isoc and Hymax alone. And X says, I wonder what those suspected areas he mentioned are. Can you find out, Alia? Alia says, no, due to a strong jamming, I can't look into it from here. X says, so I gotta go in there blind. X says, and X says, maybe I'll be able to feel the Nightmare directly. Besides, I don't trust the investigators. Cygnus says, the Nightmare, the mission. It's like, the Nightmare. The mission is risky, X. And Cygnus says, well, we must minimize the damage by uncovering and defeating it. As Isoc said, we can't allow any more. That we can't allow any more Reploids to be lost. X, return to the Maverick Hunter base now. X says, Roger. He says, Roger, I'll be right back right away. Cygnus says, we're now beginning our mission to check the 8 areas that Isoc had sent investigators to. But considering the situations of the Maverick Hunters, you're the only hunter who could accomplish these difficult missions. As we've lost Zero, you're our only hope, X. Can you do it? And X says, I'll do it. And Alia says, I've just obtained the report on the Nightmare areas, and the investigators sent to the areas. However, the details of the situations in the areas are still unknown due to bad radar transmission. Also, in case any changes occur in the Nightmare area, I'll show you by a red signal. It is difficult to predict what the changes are, though. And X says, that's okay. I'll know when I get there. I'll discover what the nightmares are and what Isoc's intentions are. And Cygnus says, don't push yourself too hard, X. Remember, you're our only hope. X says, Roger. And Alia says, X? X says, what is it, Alia? Alia says, nothing. Just be careful. And Cygnus says, some Reploids may accept what Isoc says as true and come to the Nightmare areas. If you find them, secure them, and then send them to the Hunter base. The Reploids you have rescued can be surveyed here by pressing the shoulder button, the R1 shoulder button. And Douglas says, and if you obtain any items, I'll process them into parts that you can use. You can equip these parts with the L1 button. Insignia says, good luck, Axe. So yeah, the problem is that for this game, the intro stage is kind of long and some of these stages are a bit too hard, so I'll just say that for this part, that's it, so see y'all in the next one. Bye!